There are 4 questions every believer needs to sit with, especially in a world full of noise, distraction, and spiritual confusion. These questions aren't easy, but they're real, and your answers might just change your life. Number 1, where am I? Not physically, spiritually. Where am I really? John 15, 1-4, Jesus says, I am the vine, you are the branches. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. This isn't a casual statement. It's a call to examine your position. Are you actually connected to the vine or just pretending? Because being around Christian things, saying Christian phrases, and even going to church doesn't mean you're spiritually alive. Isaiah 29:13 says, These people come near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. So, where's your heart? Is Jesus your priority or your backup plan? Have you built your life on him or just included him? Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is be honest with God about how distant you've become. Because here's the truth. If you don't know where you are spiritually, you'll stay lost. But Jesus didn't come to make your life perfect. He came to save your life. Number 2, where's the fruit? Every life bears fruit. The question is, what kind? In Galatians 5:22-23, Paul writes, The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. This isn't just a checklist, this is evidence. If you're attached to the vine, that fruit grows. Not overnight, but it shows up. Over time, you should be able to look at your life and say, wow, I've become more patient, more joyful, more gentle. And notice, Jesus never commands you to go manufacture fruit. He doesn't say, go be more patient. He says, remain in me and fruit will grow. So instead of striving harder, get closer, get attached to him. You don't produce fruit by trying harder, you produce it by abiding. Number 3, am I in love? Not with a person, not with a feeling, but with Jesus. John 15, 9-11, he says, As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Now remain in my love. This isn't a transaction. God's love isn't conditional on your obedience, but your obedience is the pathway to fully experiencing his love. 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8 reminds us what real love looks like. Patient, kind, not self-seeking, keeps no record of wrongs. That's the kind of love that Jesus gives and invites you to live in. But let's be honest, we want the benefits of walking with God, but not always the relationship. We want peace, purpose, healing, hope, but don't want to fully follow him. Even more, many people want the blessings of the kingdom, but not the king. But everything you're longing for, real love, deep peace, stability in chaos, it's found in him. If you remain in him, he remains in you. And here's something wild. The divorce rate in America is around 50%. But couples who pray together daily, less than 1%. That's the power of staying connected to the source. Number 4, am I okay with waiting? This is the one we hate. But growth takes time. Fruit takes time. And God isn't in a rush. Remember the Israelites in Exodus. They couldn't wait. Moses goes up the mountain to meet with God, and by the time he comes back, they've already built a golden idol. Imagine being on your honeymoon, stepping out to grab dinner, and you come back and your spouse is with someone else. That's what they did to God. That's what we do when we run ahead of him. Exodus 33:15, Moses says, If your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here. In other words, I'd rather be in the wilderness with God than in the promised land without him. Real fruit takes time. Real intimacy with Jesus takes time. But God is not slow. He's precise. Even if I could prove to you that God is 100% real, it wouldn't matter unless you're ready to surrender. Because it's not about information, it's about transformation. So ask yourself honestly today, where am I? What kind of fruit am I producing? Am I truly in love with Jesus? And am I willing to wait? Because being connected to the vine will cost you convenience, but it will give you life. It may not be fast, but it will be real. If this stirred something in you, don't scroll past it. Take 60 seconds right now to pause and pray. Reconnect to the vine. Ask God to show you where you are and to draw you back close. Then share this with someone who needs this word, because you never know whose life it could shift today. Remain in Him. Everything changes from there.